say was to certain poor shepherds in fields as they lay, in fields where they lay keeping their sheep on a cold winter's night that was so deep. Noel, 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 born is the King of Israel. They looked up and saw a star shining in the east, beyond them far, and to the earth it gave great light, and so it continued both day and night. Noel, 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 born is the King of Israel. Noel, 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 born is the King of Israel.
Faiths. That's not me. That's not me. Good morning, all faiths. As you can see, today is a very exciting and special day. I'm over in the corner because this is the stage for Following Yonder Star, which will be our Christmas pageant this morning. So let's get to it. I'm going to say the regular words, and then we are ready. Good morning and good morning. My name is Alberita Johnson. You can call me Albie. Most people call me the minister, but you could just say Albie. It is my great pleasure to welcome you to our service today. Let me turn this around. Here we go. Okay. So, a little information about All Faiths. Here at All Faiths, you'll find a diverse and inclusive spiritual community where we welcome people with many beliefs. You can bring your whole self, your full identity, your questioning mind, and your expansive heart. Here at All Faiths, we have more than one way of experiencing the world and understanding the sacred. No matter who you are, wherever you are on your spiritual journey, and no matter whom you love, you are truly welcome here. Is anyone visiting with us today for the first or second time? If you can please raise your hand. Well, hello, hello, everybody. We are so glad that you are with us today. To learn a little bit more about All Faiths, you can see our membership co-chairs, Carol Latino or Dottie Mayor, or any one of us that looks like we know stuff. We'll be able to help you out. Okay, we'll be more than happy to do that for you. But usually over in the left, my left, is a little welcoming corner. You can find a lot of information there. Fill out your connection card if you haven't done so. And also, if you're interested in membership, you can speak to one of our membership coordinators and get a form to fill out to become a member. So, join them over right behind the folding doors at the welcoming table. For our announcements, the first one we have to remember. Everybody, immediately, please silence your cell phones. Otherwise, you have to go on a committee. That's right. That's right. We just gonna put a paper up there on the wall that said, cell phone came on, sign your name. You know if you were guilty. Just sign your name. We'll find something for you to do. Okay, so thank you. And if you are watching us right now live streaming, don't forget that you can check in to your All Faiths social media page so we'll know that you've been here and all of your friends will know also. So thank you. Employee bonuses. If you would like to make a donation to employee bonuses, please do so today so that our dedicated staff can receive their bonuses before Christmas. That would be so nice of you. Tuesday, December 24th is Christmas Eve, and we will have a candlelight service beginning at 6:30 p.m. Be here or be square, as they used to say. And next Sunday is our animal shelter collection and a fried food potluck festival. This is to celebrate the oil of gladness, and we'll be celebrating the oil of gladness with fried foods and other things. That will be at 3 p.m. from 3 to 5. There is no charge for this, but you can sign up on the bulletin board to bring a side dish or your own fried favorite food that you want to. All proceeds will go to All Faiths, so it's a fundraiser, and Marcia Galbo and myself are the ones who will be presenting this to you all. But we would love for you all to join us and bring your side dishes. Good morning, all visitors again. And of course, always take a moment to check the bulletin boards. There's always something of interest there. As a matter of fact, next month we'll have Martin Luther King Day, and we'll have a big event for that day also, and a whole lot of other good stuff is going on that board.
At this time, please rise in body or spirit as we sing our gathering hymn, Enter, Rejoice, and Come In, number 361, Enter, Rejoice, and Come In.
Enter, rejoice, and come in.
Enter, rejoice, and come in. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Open your ears to the song. Open your ears to the song. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Open your hearts, everyone. Open your hearts, everyone. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Don't be afraid of some change. Don't be afraid of some change. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in.
I must find Melchior and Balthazar. They need to know what I saw in last night's sky. Although I still can't account for it all. There's Melchior now. Excuse me.
Mic on. Yeah.
I know that look in his eye. There's a mysterious sign to be interpreted. My husband, Caspar, watches the skies every night, tracking the sky patterns as they move from season to season. That's Melchior. Melchior he's speaking with. He too reads the stars. For them, the stars' patterns are messages from the cosmos about events about to happen. The third man is another friend, Balthazar. He frequently comes to our house on some pretense or another and stays and has the evening meal with us. Balthazar is a healer. He prepares salves and tonics to treat bodily illness. But he also listens to people's dreams, interpreting them and offering guidance for troubled souls. Oh, forgive me. I didn't remember to introduce myself. My name is Azada, meaning free one. My parents named me wisely, for I've always had the strength to make decisions and take actions with confidence. Uh-oh, it looks like the men are leaving. There go the men. Some great plan is no doubt afoot. If you'll excuse me, I need to find the wives of Melchior and Balthazar. I wonder if Lilia and Tamina have any idea why our husbands are so agitated.
We are worshiping together this morning as we tell an ancient story in a new way. In doing so, we celebrate that our congregation spans many decades of life, a range of religious beliefs, and a depth of life experiences. We celebrate the differences that provide our liberal religious community with rich texture, and we celebrate that which unites us, choice to be guided by love and respect. Did any of the names that you just heard, Gaspar, Melchior, and Balthazar, sound familiar to any of you? Just raise your hand. Oh, okay, most people know the wise men, okay. Gaspar, Melchior, and Balthazar are the names that the Western Christian tradition in the 8th century gave to the wise one, or magi, who came to visit the baby Jesus just a few days after his birth. No one knows what their names really were, but the Magi were likely priests of an ancient Indo-Iranian religion called Zoroastrianism. During Roman times, when Jesus lived, these priests were recognized as physician astrologers who healed the sick, interpreted dreams, and cast horoscopes. They were considered to be wise men, very knowledgeable about the world around them, and just as knowledgeable about the stars also. What do you know about the wise men? Anybody can tell me really quick? They came by what? Wise men. You could call it out. They're wise guys, okay. All right. Somebody's a New Yorker. Okay, it's hard to know really about the Magi. 2 of the 4 Gospels in the New Testament tell the story of Jesus' birth. Only one of them, the Gospel according to Matthew, mentions the Magi visiting the stable in Bethlehem, which, by the way, means house of bread. Surprise. Since these figures are a part of the Christmas story, this morning we're going to imagine the story behind the story from an entirely different angle. Let's begin with a couple of things that may be familiar to all of us, and then we'll get right into it. Let's light our chalice. Today, the 4th chalice lighting of Advent reminds us to be patient as our chalice lighter, Regina Kilmartin, comes forward. Regina has been our administrator, faithful and committed to All Faith for 15 and a half long years. Isn't that, now that's commitment. So if you will please recite the words in your order of service along with me as Regina lights our chalice. We who are here assembled have made a conscious choice. We live intentionally. We keenly attend to the sight of pulse and needs here present at this time. Thank you. And now for our Advent lighting. We have a whole family sitting in the 2nd row. I'm going to call on the family. Just a moment, though. In each of the 4 weeks approaching Christmas, we've lit a candle in the Advent wreath. As Unitarian Universalists, we reclaim and reinterpret old traditions that are part of our heritage, as well as exploring new ideas. So far, we've lit candles for peace, hope, and joy. And today we add a candle for love. I would like to invite our children and families to come forward, come on up, to join me right here at this little almost chancel. Okay, now who wants to be the lighter? Liam. Okay, so Liam, no, this one. You're gonna go all the way over here. You wanna light this one first, this little one. Come on, tippy toe, get close. You can do it. There we go. There, got it. Good job. Good job, baby. Now here comes another one. Let's go this way. You're gonna do that tall one last. This one. Okay. Got it. That's okay, you can lean over there. Okay, let Lily do one. Lily. Is it the white one? It's the pink one, Very good job. And lastly, we will do the last one, which is for joy. For love. Look at you. Okay, be careful you don't burn your arm. Okay, you can blow it out. Blow it out. Perfect. Perfect. You could just put it right here. Thank you so much. Okay, so whether we are finding renewal among people who are special to us, or doing the work of justice, or repairing our relationships, a sacred sense of connection runs through it all. Love is holy. May our commitment to love bring us closer together across our divisions, and may love move us to healing ourselves and the world. Yes, we do. Thank you.
Please rise and bow to your spirit as we sing our opening hymn, O Little Town of Bethlehem. Please use your attached sheets. O Little Town of Bethlehem. O little town of Bethlehem, how still we see thee lie. Above thy deep and dreamless sleep, the silent stars go by. Yet in thy dark street shineth the everlasting light. The hopes and fears of all the years are met in thee tonight. For Christ is born of Mary and gathered all above. While mortals sleep, the angels keep their watch, O wandering love. O morning stars together proclaim the holy birth. Let praises ring from God they bring, goodwill on earth. How silently the wonder is known, while in human hearts the gift that is.
My husband has been talking in hushed tones with Caspar and Balthazar all morning. I wonder what signs they've seen.
The stars foretell something significant. Caspar hardly slept after reading the sky last night.
Some great event must be making itself known through the dreams as well. For Balthasar slept little. Instead, he paced the floor for many hours. He always does that when he's divining the messages in a dream.
Here they come. Surely they'll be too preoccupied to tell us their thoughts.
That's for sure.
I want to know their plans. All three of us do. The meaning of my name is Tamina, is strong woman. And indeed I am strong and stubborn too. Sisters,
Let's hide ourselves and see whether we can overhear their conversation.
As we have told you, Balthazar, our studies of the night sky convince us that the birth of an important baby is imminent.
I know less of stars than I do of dreams, gentlemen, and I have a powerful dream last night that there was a long road leading to a simple building where the glowed with a golden aura. Inside the walls I could hear the cries of an infant. His crying gave way to heavenly song, as if the angels themselves were singing. I awoke from this dream with the conviction that such a dream will unfold and might make a journey to the place.
I, too, feel that the stars have been calling me. We're being summoned. We must find the child.
But where? It would this direction do the stars be?
Far to the west, we think, nearly to the sea, possibly the hills of Judea. It would be a journey of many days.
Westward we'll go. And who is this child, do you suppose?
Given the remarkable arrangement of the stars, he's likely a king, a baby who will grow up to be a ruler of nations.
It would just as easily be a healer or we seek a child who grew up and with miraculous powers to make the sick well.
But Balthazar, if you saw a golden aura and heard angels in your dream, the baby we seek may be a holy person who can speak to the gods.
Friends, we do not need the answer to that question at this moment. We need only to decide whether to follow the star signs of to the child and how soon to leave.
And what to tell our wives, of course. They won't like us making a long journey, and they'll want to go with us.
They can come with us as long as we don't allow Tamina to do the cooking.
Can you turn this?
Are we done?
No.
Can I help you?
How can they come with us? And why would they? There is no need for them to visit this child. Let us go alone, my brothers, and let us prepare now. We'll take rest during this afternoon's hot sun and take our leave at dusk. The camels will carry us through each night as we follow the star signs.
Agreed. Let us prepare our things and let us include gifts to take to this important baby. Whoever he or she is, we must arrive with generous tokens of honor and esteem.
You're right, Melchior. If the baby is a king in the making, the proper gift would be gold. I shall visit the temple today and select a piece of gold to carry with us.
We don't know what the child is. A ruler, Casper? I propose that he or she may be a healer, in which case we might ought to present ointment and ointing oil made with myrrh. I prefer such some jars immediately.
Friends, you both forget the babe could be a holy person. The only fitting gift would be the finest incense, frankincense, to perfume his robes and hair.
Since we disagree, let us each take our own gift. But let us make our preparations now, so that the journey can begin tonight.
It is an ancient story and a familiar one. I'm on. It is an ancient story and a familiar one, whether wise healers or ordinary people. Sometimes we are called forward into a new journey. Many of us here know what it's like to be summoned beyond ourselves. We arrive at a crossroads with possibility laid out before us and within us. Amid uncertainty, sometimes it's possible to receive fragments of guidance. A dream calls to us. A random turn of fate feels like a sign. The voice of wisdom makes itself known to us. This is joy, to feel safe and confident. As our lives unfold in ways that feel right, to take a path that rewards us, our journeys can also at times lead to sorrow. When our hopes don't come to pass, when the world's randomness seems to seek us out for ruin, when even our most careful decisions turn out to feel punishing, at these times, we need to be reminded of life's goodness and the strength that others may lend to us. During this time of joys, sorrows, and gratitudes, let us make room for the full breadth of our experiences, the tragedies, the sweet celebrations, and everything in between. Ours is a spiritual community where we find and forge connection. We trust in the strength of our mutual support, knowing how it has sustained us day after day and year after year. Today, won't you join me as we hold one another in light and love as I light this candle. I light this candle for all of those who may be suffering with illness in any way, for all of those who have joys and sorrows. And we celebrate with you all and your gratitude and gratefulness for your wonderful experiences. And now for just a few moments, all those who are experiencing sorrows, all those who are in sweet celebration and in gratitude for the love and compassion in your heart for others and this beloved community, we now offer a few moments of silent meditation. The candle lamps that I just lit reminds us that here we are kindred souls. We're never alone in the human condition, and that there is a love that cares for us all.
Please rise in body or spirit as we sing together hymn number 232 in your music sheet, "The Hills Are Bare at Bethlehem." The hills are bare at Bethlehem, no future for the world they show, yet here new light begins to grow. From earth, oh, dust a greenwood stem. The stars are cold at Bethlehem, no warmth for those beneath the sky, yet here the radiant angels fly, and joy burns new, a fiery gem. The heart is tired at Bethlehem, no human dream unbroken stands, yet here God comes to mourn and hope renewed cries out, Amen.
Travel so far without us? So far to the west? How many days will they sleep in the harsh desert, unguarded and vulnerable?
I don't care if he has to eat sand at every meal.
Balthazar meant no harm, Tamina. And Lilia, our husbands can take care of each other.
Ah, that's true.
My friends, what do you think of our husband's other plan? If this star does herald a majestic birth, there will be a baby, a new family in need of care. And yet our husbands speak of carrying gold, frankincense, and myrrh.
What infant needs such empty extravagance? There will be a mother needing rest and a father to be fed. Sweet-smelling incense will mean little after a few nights of sleep. I hope this child's parents has some visitors who will care for them rather than bestow useless gifts on the baby.
We could be those visitors.
We could follow our husbands as they follow the stars.
Of course, we're no strangers to the desert, and we have our own strong camels. We'll disguise ourselves as men and bring our own gifts to this heralded baby.
I like your idea, Zeta. I was given the name Lilia, or Dark Night, because I was born in starlight. I've always wanted to travel under the cloak of the stars. Let's go. Although Melchior brings frankincense to honor the birth of a holy person, I will bring something that smells just as delicious, my finest cooking pot, and herbs to cook rich stews for the babe's mother.
And my husband brings myrrh to honor the birth of a healer. I don't have my husband's healing abilities, but I know how to help a body be at rest. I shall bring a gift of sheep shears and the finest fabrics. I'll create soft pillows for the family, and I'll weave delicate bunting for the baby.
Caspar brings gold because he believes the child to be a king in the making. I've nothing so fine in my possession, but I do have the gift of singing. I shall sit by the baby's side, singing the baby to sleep with gentle melodies. And so, our secret journey began. We cheerfully helped each of our husbands prepare a bundle of supplies. Into Caspar's went a nugget of gold. Melchior tucked generous amounts of frankincense into his bag, and Balthasar's bundle contained jars of myrrh. We watched them load their camels at twilight, and they struck out on their journey westward. As soon as they'd left, we women packed for our own journey. Tamina's camel carried thick rolls of the softest cotton and silks wrapped around her sheep shears. Inside Lilia's bundle, the round sides of a cooking pot were visible. Since my voice takes up no space, I loaded food and a tent onto my camel. With our husbands still visible on the horizon, thanks to the light of the moon, we'd sent out behind them in a silent caravan.
Like the Magi and the women in this story, maybe you have set out on an uncertain journey at some time in your life. What was it like to be carried forward? Perhaps you were unsure where the journey would take you, or whether you will be strong enough to keep going. Maybe your journey led you through delightful twists or delivered you somewhere you never expected to end up. May we reflect for a few moments on all the journeys that began in hope and in which our hope was rewarded. Take some time to count the forks in the road that was once taken, that led to happy discoveries and meaningful relationships. Know your courage and your strength, which you have shown in making those journeys. Remember the moments of peace profound that came to you when the path seemed particularly risky. Did you ask yourself silently, what guided you forward? Can you recall the ways you have experienced the care that cares for all, moving through your life, guiding you just as the stars led the Magi? They were led to the stable in Bethlehem. How does the care that cares for all continue to express itself in your life? Maybe rest in the confidence of changeless love, the holiest love for each of us. Our love for one another as members of this beloved community, the love that has held us to our journeys and carries us forward. Mary and Joseph with the baby, Jesus in the manger, they take center stage and sit acting out various different things. It is told in the gospel according to Luke, while Mary and Joseph were there in Bethlehem, the time came for the baby to be born. And she gave birth to her firstborn, a son. She wrapped him in cloths and placed him in a manger because there was no room for them in the inn. And there were shepherds living out in the fields nearby, keeping watch over their flocks at night. An angel of the Lord appeared to them, and the glory of the Lord shone all around them, and they were terrified. But the angel said to them, "Do not be afraid. I bring you good news of great joy that will be for all the people. Today, in the town of David, a Savior has been born to you. He is Christ the Lord. This will be a sign to you. You will find a baby wrapped in cloths and lying in a manger." And so the cries of the infant became a heavenly host of voices singing. Thus it was that the Magi appeared at the stable, offering their gifts.
Follow along with Three Kings. We three kings of Orient are, bearing gifts we traverse afar, field and fountain, moor and mountain, following yonder star. Oh, star of wonder, star of light, star with royal beauty bright, perfect light. Frankincense to offer have I, incense owns a deity nigh. Prayer and praising all are raising, worship God most high. Myrrh is mine, its bitter perfume breathes a light of gathering gloom, sorrowing, sighing, bleeding, dying with the stone cold tomb. Myrrh is mine, its bitter perfume, crown him again. Westward leading, still proceeding, guide us to thy perfect light. Born a babe on Bethlehem's plain, gold I bring to crown him again, safe forever, ceasing never in our hearts to reign. Star of light, star with royal beauty bright, westward leading, still proceeding, guide us to thy perfect light.
Great things will become of this child.
May he live long and know peace for all his days.
And I hope he liked the gifts.
What gifts do we bring to this community? Gifts we might share within these walls and beyond them. How little would it take from each of us to form a significant gift that might make a big difference? As we contribute to the offering, our ritual of stewardship, let us give of ourselves to the larger whole, not because there isn't need elsewhere, nor because we are a perfect community. Rather, let us share our gifts this morning out of gratitude for all that we have, and trust that our offering will find its way to grateful recipients. Excuse me. We invite our visitors to place their completed visitor cards in the offertory basket. Live streamers, please mail checks or visit our website, allfaceuu.org. Our offering will now be taken and gratefully received. After you have placed your offering, please join us as we sing Jubilate, a song of joy and thanks, remembering the wise women and wise children everywhere who have set out on journeys of faith and courage. Then we'll sing our next hymn.
Please join us in singing, and please rise in body and or spirit as we sing Now on Land and Sea Descending, number 47. Now on land and sea descending brings the night its breeze profound. Let our vesper hymn be blending with the holy calm all round. Jubilate. jubilate, amen. Soon as dies the sunset glory, stars of heaven shine out above, telling still the ancient story, we're Creator's changeless love. Jubilate, 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 amen. Jubilate, 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 amen. Now our wants and burdens leaving, to the care that cares for all. Cease we fearing, cease we grieving, quietly our burdens fall. Jubilate, 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 amen. Jubilate, 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 amen.
Of course, they never consulted us. They were wise men, kings, star readers, and we, merely transportation. They simply loaded us with gifts and turned us toward the star. I ask you, what would a king know of choosing presents for a child? Had they ever even seen a baby born to such simple folk? So naked of pretension, so open to the wind? What would such a child care for perfumes and gold? Far better to have asked one born in the desert, tested by winds and sand. We saw what he would need, the gift of perseverance, of continuing on the hard way, making do with what there is, living on what you have inside. The gift of holding up under a burden, of lifting another with grace, of kneeling, to accept the weight of what one must bear. Our footsteps could have rocked him with the rhythm of the road, shown him comfort in a harsh land, the dignity of continually moving forward. But the wise men, they were not wise enough to ask. They simply left their trinkets and admired the rustic view. Before you knew it, we were turned again toward home, carrying men only half willing to be amazed. But never mind, we saw the baby, felt him reach for the bright tassels. We desert amblers have our ways of seeing what you chatterers must miss. The child at heart knows something about following a star. Our gifts are given. Have no doubt, his life will bear the print of who we are.
We were amazed. We arrived at that humble stable, and we were amazed to the point of being changed. Tamina, Lilia, and I all knew something about making do with what there is, and accepting the weight of what we must bear. And in the eyes of that baby, we saw that he knew too. There was no question that he understood suffering, even at a few days old. I sensed somehow that his life would both relieve the suffering of others and end in his own suffering. We were changed by this child and received something from him, even though we came to give of ourselves. And we did what we came to do. Each of us presented our gift to Mary, to Joseph, and to their plump, precious son resting in the manger. We fortified the new parents with rich broth and prepared them a comfortable bed in the stable. All of the visitors had left. The cows and sheep were our only companions within the stable walls. As the stars shined their light through the night, Mary and Joseph spoke the quiet language of love to their newborn, cradling him and cooing to him as the family settled into sleep. And I sang them my lullaby.
Sleep, my child, and peace attend you all through the night. I who love you shall be near you all through the night. Drowsy hours are creeping, hills and vale in slumber sleeping. I, my loving vigil keeping all through the night. Mother, I can feel you near me all through the night. Father, I know you can hear me all through the night. And when I am your age nearly, still I will remember clearly how you sang and held me dearly all through the night. While the moon her watch is keeping all through the night, while one half the world is sleeping all through the night. Even while the sun comes stealing, visions of the day revealing, just pure a holy feeling all through the night.
And now, dear ones, as we've come to the end of our play, tonight the moon will keep her watch over us while half the world sleeps. May we who are awake keep our loving vigil over one another. May this pure and holy feeling linger in us through this day, through this night, and the many that follow. Let us bow.
Well, wait a second. Before we leave, I believe I see some Western Magi coming.
The Western
The Western
Magi.
Magi. Please come along, Western Magi. What have you got for us?
Okay. It's not over till that fat lady sings.
Wonders are, hide me on my highway there may
Merry Christmas.
Surprise. Oh, we have magi coming from all over the place. Singing and giving of gifts. Oh, it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. Thank you, Tropical Storm. That's who was just singing for us, and they were outstanding. Thank you, Carlos. In great appreciation, we thank the all-face thespians. If our thespians can please rise again or just face. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thespians. We have Regina, Lily, and Peter. Why don't you raise your hand so they know who you are? Regina, we all know Regina, but Regina, she gave us this. That's Regina. Here I am. Lily and Peter. Helen and Sharon. Carlos and Michelle. And Doug and Diane Cartwright. Who with the most amazing grace directed and acted in our play today. I don't know if we would have been able to make it without them. Also to Lily, who is mostly responsible for all of our costumes. Yeah. Thank you, Lily. Thank you. And many, many of props, as you can see. It has been an experience. And then, Carlos, our director of music, who had to play double parts. Carlos was our Joseph. Carlos was our music director. Carlos played the piano. Carlos sang in Tropical Storm. Carlos is amazing. We love you, Carlos.
Man, you do some things.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then I don't know if you heard like I heard, but I know that our choir is out there singing amongst us all, trying to carry us through songs that we may not know very well. And I say thank you also for helping us through singing those wonderful hymns that sometimes you only sing them once a year, so you really have to try and find them. It's not like they just keep coming around every couple of Sundays. And then, special thanks to Tropical Storm. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, fellas, for coming and singing with us. We appreciate it so much. And it was indeed a surprise to us as well. We did not find out until kind of like the last minute. Carlos surprised us once again. Thank you, Carlos. And to all of you, to Sharon, to Brad, you all on sound and the video, making sure that everything worked out wonderful. And Sharon was here yesterday for the whole big 3-4 hours while we were in our full costume and dress rehearsal and setting up. Thank you, Sharon. Okay, and to everyone who contributed today to make our service beautiful, you have made it magnificent, and we appreciate you so very much. Carlos, you're standing. You must have something to say.
Oh, I was, before you announced, before we leave, if you wanted to get all the actors up on the stage one more time for us to take pictures, because this is such wonderful outfits. Let's take our cameras out and take pictures if you'd like.
Yes,
all the actors
definitely.
Back up.
We will do that. But
Sure.
let's extinguish the chalice and everything, and then we can do all of that.
Oh, and I just wanted to let everybody know that the children have a basket with a gift for everyone to look through. And your own star to take home with you.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Now, if you do not know who Sharon is, right? Sharon was in a same-sex relationship in the Magi. You notice that it was 2 women. See, I don't know if you caught it, but yes, this is a whole new twist. Okay? We had to bring it to the 21st century. And Sharon is also our Children and Youth Program Director. So she works with the little ones regularly. So thank you, Sharon. Thank you for your commitment. And do remember to take a nice ornament of the stars there, right there on the welcoming table. Take one home, put it on your tree, or put it around so you can remember our babies. They made it for us. And now, if there's nothing else. Okay, as Regina Kilmartin comes forward once again, won't you please join in reciting the words in your order of service as we extinguish the chalice. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts and out into the world. Thank you. And lastly, please join us for conversation, coffee, and refreshments in the social hall, most of which came by way of Carlos for the choir yesterday. We had us a little party after our rehearsal and between our rehearsal for the play. So our All-Face Thespians and choir holiday party, we have food and refreshments for you back there. So please join us in coffee and refreshments in the social hall. And have a wonderful, wonderful holiday. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year if I don't see you before then. Much love. Oh, go stand over there.
We need pictures now.